Hi crafters, and welcome to Creative Moments by G. I'm G and so happy that you're with us today. We are going to create a fun fold window card. You will not believe how quick and easy this card is. Let me show you what it looks like. So we have our card right here. You open it up and it flips out. You have plenty of room to write, and then you shut it and you can see that beautiful circle right there. You're gonna love this card. Let's head down to the crafting table and let's get started. The first thing you'll need to do for this card is to cut a base card, and this is just your normal base card. Remember, all our measurements will be listed over on creativemomentsbyg.com. Go to my blog and there you have all our measurements. And below this video, I'm going to list all the supplies that I used today, and it has a link with it. So if you want to purchase those supplies on our online store, just go ahead and click that link. But here is our base card. Now the next thing you need to do is have an inside mechanism. You're going to see how quickly we can create this fun fold. We have cut a piece of cardstock 5 1/4 by 8, and now we have to make some score lines. So let's score at 4. Make sure that you don't accidentally cut your paper, so make sure that you dock your scoring blade, your cutting blade. And then score at 4, and then again at 6. Now, let me show you how we fold this piece. We're going to once again put our left hand on this blank spot, the part that will have our sentiment on it. We're going to fold to the left and fold back to the right. Get your bone folder out. Go ahead and score on the top, and don't forget to score this area right here. Now we are going to go ahead and just put this right on the inside of our card, just like this. Now notice that we have a border all the way around because this inside card is cut smaller than our normal base card. So let's just go ahead and lay that down. Now stay with us because I have a really elegant card to show you, and then we're going to make 2 cards today. We're going to make this card, which is a much younger card, and then we're going to make a Father's Day card, a masculine card, because it is close to Father's Day. So we're just going to hold that down for just a second to make sure that it adheres to our base card. Now look at that. See how it just comes out? Now, the next thing we need to do is decide if you're going to use DSP. I want to use DSP because it's quick and it's easy. Look at this cute paper I have selected. Now, this paper comes from Bright and Beautiful and has some really gorgeous paper with it. Look at this paper. It's so pretty, so bright, so colorful. Looks like a party, right? This could certainly be a happy birthday card. So let's go ahead and just lay this down with our glue. So far, easy peasy, right? Now, you need to decide how big you want your circle. I'm going to use one of our stitched circles, and then I'm using the next size up because I'm going to cut out a frame. But let me show you how we're going to cut this out first. We're just going to get it lined up with the same margin on the top here and the same margin on the side. And then I'm going to add some removable tape. Now, this is fantastic tape. I don't know if you've seen it or not. You can go over to our Amazon store. I'll put the link right here. You can see it. And this has a link to buy this on Amazon. It's not that expensive and it lasts forever. I'm going to open up this card just like this, and we're going to run it through our embossing machine. Now, when you take this out of your embossing machine, it's really going to be smashed down. So you want to very carefully remove this circle, remove your tape, and it will not lift your cardstock. Now, you can keep that for later on in another card, of course. Now, we're just removing this stitch die. And look at that. Look how cute that is. Oh, it's looking cute. Now, the next thing we want to do is make a frame. And the way I make my frames, I put this inside my larger frame. I get it right where I want it, and then I push my tape down. That way it holds it right in place. And I can make several frames that way. And all I have to do now is take my Berry Burst, which is the cardstock that I'm using, and run this through the machine. And here I have it run through the machine. So all we do is pop this off, and look at that. Now we are going to add this to the front of our card with some glue. And now the only other thing we need to do is add our circle right here and any sentiment that you might have that you want to put right here on the inside. So I'm going to take a circle and I'm going to cut out a circle using the smaller stitch die right here. And then I'm going to stamp it. So I've cut this out, and now we're just going to pop it out. And I am going to stamp it using this adorable stamp set by my side. I love this little girl right here. She's tilting her head. She has a butterfly. So cute. And then we're going to use the sentiment, thinking of you today. So let's go ahead and stamp that. Now I'm going to stamp it in one of our new colors, Copper Clay. And I can do that and then color it with our blends, because the blends, these blends right here are alcohol based and this is water based. So it won't run when I go to color it. And look at that cutie. And now I'm going to put down a piece of paper because our blends will go through and I don't want to get it on my desk. So that's just a little hint. When you're using these blends, make sure that you go ahead and have a piece of paper down. Just going to color her hair. And now, because this is such a pretty color, I'm going to go ahead and use Berry Burst and Mango Melody to color her cute little outfit. Just to brighten up her shirt just a little bit. I'm going to bring in that Berry Burst. And now I'm going to go over that butterfly. Just on the outside. I'm going to bring in a little bit of Daffodil Delight for the inside of the butterfly. I'm going to use just a very light tan color for her face. It's kind of a peach color. And then I'm going to bring in just a little bit of color for her cheeks. Now look at that. Look how cute she looks. We're going to bring this back in. And we are going to glue this right here. Now, we know that we only want it partially glued. So that's very important. Go ahead and put your hand under there so you know you're just going to put glue right here. Get a little bit of glue. Going to add this. This would be adorable for a sister, a friend, a young child, even a high schooler. You could even do that. These are just such cute colors. And it opens up like that. And now we're going to add some sparkles because you can never have too much bling, right? So let's get some bling. Now we need to stamp our sentiment, so I just created a little tag and I used that Mango Melody to just draw a straight line on both sides. So let's bring in our sentiment. This time I'm going to use my Night of Navy to stamp the sentiment. Tap, tap, tap. We're going to add this right here on some dimensionals. Take the backing off and just put this right on the edge. Look at this card. This is a younger card, like I said, for a niece, a granddaughter, your daughter, your child. Look at this. How cute is that? They have plenty of room to write. Now, you can always come back in and add some butterflies if you want, but we wanted this to be our basic card that we created. Now we're going to move on to our Father's Day card that has a few more layers to it. So let me go ahead and put that right there. This time we're going to use just a white base. And we are going to use a top fold card. This was a side fold card, just your regular base card, folds out. This time we're going to have a top fold card. You still have the same dimensions, except this one is 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. This one is 11 by 4 1/4 scored at 5.5. And remember I said, head on over to our blog on our website and you can pick up all these dimensions. Now on the inside mechanism, you need to cut your inside mechanism at 5 1/4 by 8 and you're going to score at 4 and 6. And remember how we fold it. This part that will have your sentiment on the inside part of the card, put your left hand, crease it to the left, and then fold it back. Bring in your bone folder, crease on the top, and remember to crease on the inside right here. Now, we are going to go ahead and lay this down on the inside because we like to move it off our crafting table. So let's go ahead and do that. And remember, it is smaller than the base card, so you're going to have a border all the way around it. Now, we decided to do something a little different because we're making a masculine card. So we are picking more masculine colors. So we decided to go ahead and put some layers here on this inside part. So let's go ahead and get this laid down. And now look at this lovely DSP. We love this DSP. And this is from 2023 to 2025 in colors. It comes with some gorgeous DSP. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Oh, so pretty. So let's get this laid down. And now on the outside of the card, we went ahead and picked this. Has hearts on it, it's DSP, and it has boho blue. So let's get this laid down. And to match the inside, we have cut out this beautiful frame with the same colored cardstock. Now we're going to take our smaller stitch die. We're going to lay it down, make sure we have the same border, and run it through our embossing machine. And we're just going to pop it out. Once again, you're going to save this for your next card. We're going to take off our repositional tape and save that. You can use this over and over again. Just pop that off. And now we're going to close it. We're going to add the top frame. And now to go right here in the center, we are going to stamp Happy Father's Day. We're going to use our Night of Navy. We're going to stamp it right at the bottom. Tap, tap, tap. We're going to bring in some boho blue, and we are taking some stamps from this stamp right here. We have Happy Father's Day. We have this, what looks like a feather, if that's what you want it to look like, which is what I want it to look like. We are going to stamp that right here. Now, you could leave it just like that. Look how pretty that looks. So pretty. But we wanted to go ahead and cut out a little piece from Circle Sayings. It's this cute little piece right here. And so we are just adding that right to the top, right to the center on some dimensionals, just to give it some special something something, right? So look at that. So now we're going to bring this in. We are going to put glue just on this side because you don't want to accidentally glue your card shut, right? And now we're going to stamp just a little bit right on the inside. We are going to stamp So Glad That You're My Dad, and we're going to use that Night of Navy again. I'm going to put it right in the center. Still plenty of room for your sentiment, right? Now, look at these cards. Before I show you our two other cards, take a moment, leave a comment. Which of the cards we made today is your favorite? Do you like this Father's Day card? It's a top fold, folds out. Love that card. Or do you like this younger card? Maybe you have someone younger that you'd like to make a fun card for. Open it on the side, plenty of room to write. You still have room if you want to stamp some more items there. But these are just quick and easy cards. Now let me show you the rest of our cards. Now, I showed you this one, so bright and so festive. Oh my goodness, sending you a warm hello, and so quick and easy. And finally, I told you I was going to make you a young card, a Father's Day card, a bright, cheery card, and an elegant card. Look at this. We use the beautiful DSP from Masterfully Made, added that gorgeous frame. It's a top fold. Flip it up, and look at that. We stamped some flowers on the inside. So let us know, which are your favorite cards? We would love to know. We hope that you enjoyed our card today. If you would, we'd love it if you'd take a moment and subscribe to our channel. Go out, make it a fantastic day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.